Hey there. Well, I actually couldn't be more excited to do today's video as I've literally just finished an audiobook called The Go-Giver Leader by Bob Burg. And geez, it impacted me a lot. Sometimes I don't have time to actually physically read a book. I'm also a very slow reader. And so I just listened to the audio, and this one was just a doozy. So I got some really powerful lessons out of this one. So basically it's about this guy called Ben who's in mergers and acquisitions, and he is looking to merge a company to be bought by the company he works for. And he goes in to meet the leaders of the company, and they all share their story, and they've all got very different personalities. And basically it's all from Ben's perspective. So he is basically voicing his opinions on everything, and you can see he's sort of very much trying to close this deal for the good of his family, his son and wife. They're in a bit of a hard spot. He's got an expert background in sales as well. He's one of the top salespeople there. And so he's chatting to all these people, and he learns their story. And I don't want to reveal too much about it, because I really, really highly recommend that you listen or read this book yourself. It's called The Go-Giver Leader, Bob Burg. But you just see the growth of this Ben character throughout the story, which is inspired by true events. And it's really quite powerful to see how he has a mentor throughout the story. And initially, obviously, his judgment of his mentor figure is, he doesn't believe a word she's saying. He's a bit too arrogant to understand what she's trying to tell him. And throughout the story, he grows, and then to the point where he gives his final speech at the end to the company he's hoping to merge with his. And it actually was so powerful. It made me misty-eyed. It's phenomenal. And it's basically the lessons he learnt was just how the culture of that company really impacted him. And he started learning that it wasn't about him. He was thinking about things all from his own perspective and how they could benefit him and his future. And he turned around, and after that mentorship, he was able to see that he had nothing to offer them because they were perfect as they were. And gave a speech as if completely willing to lose his job over it, and let everything go for the benefit of them as a company. And it was just such a beautiful message of leadership, and something that I just can't recommend any higher. It's just, and then I don't want to really reveal what happens next. I just think you should go out and read the book, because it's the messages and the principles applied in the book that the character of Ben learns along that journey, that he lets his ego go of. You know what I mean. He lets his ego slide away and just thinks then about them as a company and them as people. And those principles and the messages are very, very strong and powerful. So The Go-Giver Leader by Bob Burg. He's got some other books that I'm definitely going to get on, but this one I just finished. Insanely valuable.